SmarterFan. SmarterFan. Yeah. SmarterFan.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another segment of SmarterFan Podcast, where we bring you behind the veil of sports, business, and life. I'm Joe, and this is Barry. What's going on, Barry?
Oh, it's on and popping. Super Bowl, sports, Shador. Oh, Joe, it's hot tonight, buddy. It's
Yes, it
hot
is.
tonight. I ain't gonna talk no more. Jump right on in. Jump
All
right
right.
on in.
Well, first of all, I just want to give a shout out to our friends in Lithuania. Thanks for listening,
Absolutely.
folks.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah,
awesome. We're all
definitely.
over the world. All over the world. Smarter Fan Podcast.
Globetrotting.
Globetrotting. We're gonna have to
So,
start speaking some languages soon.
hmm so, all right. So I'm going to talk about Julio César Chávez Sr.
Oh, okay.
So now he was born in Sonora, Mexico, and he grew up in an abandoned railroad car with his five sisters and four brothers.
Wow.
Now after seeing his mother, how hard his mother worked, he promised her that he would buy her a house and that she would never have to work again, and that was a promise that he kept.
Wow.
So now he made his pro debut at 17 in '80, and he had his first title fight which was the WBC super featherweight fight in '84. Now, he defended that title twice in '85, beating Ruben Castillo and Roger Mayweather.
Mm.
He defended that title a total of 9 times.
Yeah,
Now,
he ain't back down from no fights. I have to say that about Shada. He ain't back down from no fights.
that's for sure. That's for sure. And he loved beating up on the Mayweathers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
so so now he moved up to lightweight in '87, beating Edwin Rosario for the WBA title. And in '88, he unified the WBA and WBC titles by beating Jose Luis Ramirez. Now, he moved up to light welterweight and beat Roger Mayweather again for the
Wow.
WBC title in '89.
Wow.
No, now he beat Meldrick Taylor for the IBF title in '90 in what was some say was a controversial fight because they felt that he was winning the fight and they felt Richard Steele stopped it too soon.
Who was winning the fight?
Meldrick Taylor they said was winning that fight, and Richard Steele stopped it with 2 seconds left because he said
Huh?
he wasn't responding.
Who wasn't responding?
Taylor,
Oh.
he gave him a standing 8 count. He said he wasn't responding, so he stopped the fight.
Uh, uh,
So
uh,
you know, so now that unified the WBC and the IBF titles. You
oh,
know,
money. It was a money decision.
hmm So now on September 12th of '92, which was my birthday,
Oh, happy birthday.
and yeah, thanks. And my son at that point was a week old.
Oh, okay.
so
That's good.
he faced Macho Camacho for the WBO light welterweight title, and boy did he give him a beating.
Yeah, man. Macho wasn't macho that day.
Well, see, he was talking so much smack about Chavez,
I know.
insulting him and making fun of his heritage and all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Chavez said that he could have knocked him out anytime, but he wanted to punish him,
Mm.
and that he did.
Mm-mm-mm.
So now, after 18 straight title defenses, he moved up to welterweight to fight Pernell Whitaker, and that was for the WBC title in '93. And then he fought Frankie Randall in '94. That was his first loss. So, and then he fought Oscar De La Hoya twice and lost, and that prompted him to retire in 2005. So, what's going on with these NBA players and their personal lives?
Man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna use this scenario, and I've seen two, and I've been trying to hold my tongue. There's a young brother out of Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, very good player, and it's just this is not a judgment call. It's just these guys got to really be careful because
Mm-hmm.
I saw something, online where he had that girl, young lady, Brittany Reiner,
Mm.
and he got a baby by her, and it's just a circus, bro.
Mm.
And you know, I don't, I you know, we're all human, and we all whatever. Whatever. I'm not judging the brother, but it just guys got to be careful out here, man.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
she took him back to court to get more money. The judge even found it ridiculous. And I really just, you see Tyreek going through his thing in Miami. It's like, yo, bro, go get your kids, man. Go get your kids. The judge with his ex-wife down there, she spends 200,000 for a Bentley.
Mm. Mm.
This girl probably never seen $200,000 ever.
Mm. Nope.
And wait till she get the maintenance bill. And I'm just like, guys, listen, come on, we got you got to be smarter than you got to be smarter than this. I know it's all everything's shiny and everything. I understand it, but it can ruin your career. And this is my last point. There was this young cat, Green, down in
Mm.
Houston, who has been was lighting it up,
Mm.
probably getting ready to get a max deal because he was just terrorizing down in Houston. Guess what happened? He got ooh, this is why these guys got to be careful. Literally, you got Gilbert Arenas. She's from his era,
Mm.
being out there trying to find, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he telling stories, Shaggy telling stories about her in the back seat. Now you
Mm.
got to say, come on, my man. You got to have a little bit more self-esteem than that. You don't pick up. She literally has a young adult around his age, and you're gonna have a baby with her.
Yeah.
And then there was an incident. They were going somewhere, and there was staff around, and she's like trying to go off on him, and I'm like, bruh. Guess what the team did? I don't need that drama in our organization and shit my man off. I can't even find where he's at, Joe.
Mm.
So you lose a max deal. You now tied to this negative situation that cost you a max deal
Mm. Mm. Mm.
that you ain't really going to settle down with. You ain't. She could be your she could be your mother.
Mm.
And when you hear her talk, she's just looking for, a couple more of these fellas like here who can, because this is her job. I'm gonna get this lifestyle and have these kids, and and I'm just like, man. And it's so sad because you don't hear anything about this guy. And I
My
mean, Joe, he was killing it. He was right, getting ready to get that max deal. The organization said, nah, she got too much drama. And she been around the block a couple times. A couple of the blocks is named after her.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man.
Well, these women, they know how much you got in your bank account.
Man, they know everything, bro. These guys got to be careful, man. You young, you in the league. You smelling yourself. You got money. You young. Everything looks shiny.
Yeah, because MJ said, they'd be lined up at the hotel, at the hotel.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn,
You know?
everywhere. You
Yeah.
know, you got to protect that bag though, cause that's the fastest way to go broke.
And we've seen it how many times now?
Many times. I just really feel bad for him because man, you don't hear nothing from him. So I just wanted to talk about that. That these guys have to be, and it goes both ways. Female athletes too.
Mm.
Oh, it goes
Mm.
both ways. Guys trying to hook up with them because they're female athletes. So it
Mm-hmm.
goes both ways.
Yeah.
But you just got to be careful out here. Um, it's rough. It's rough. But these guys got to be careful because it could cost you your career. This guy has like fallen off the map. Like,
Yeah.
where is he?
Probably in Europe somewhere.
Anything's possible, man.
You know.
Because I'm sure he's somewhat devastated. Because you can tell he loved being in Houston. Houston was turning it. It was his town, Joe. Real
Mm,
talk.
yeah. Well.
And all of a sudden, organization said, "Ah, nah, she gets, nah, we don't want to deal with that drama. We don't want to
Mm-hmm.
deal with that. You need to be,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta say, he getting ready to invest in you 300 million. You to be the face of the franchise. This is what these guys, man. I just,
Yeah.
we gotta.
Well,
What you
that's
got?
that's all you can do. It's
So you
just
can do.
hope for the best for this guy. You know.
Yeah.
So now Super Bowl predictions.
Joe.
So
What do you want? What do you want from me, Joe? What do you want from me?
now the Seahawks, they got this great defense, and they're calling themselves the dark side.
Oh Lord.
So now if they play the way they've been playing, and Darnold should only have to manage the game.
Yeah.
You know, so now they beat a banged up Niners team, but played. The Rams played them tough.
The
So
Rams should be in this. If
you
you
know,
really want to be honest, the Rams should be in this.
yeah,
But
yeah,
but they just didn't do what they need to do when they need to do it.
exactly,
They didn't
exactly.
shut. You gotta know when to shut that door.
Yeah, yeah. So now the Patriots, they got a good defense, and May's a very good quarterback. You know, and they beat a Texans team with a shaky quarterback and a Broncos team with a backup. So, it's they took different roads to get here.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
but now it seems like it's an uphill battle. You know, and it's going to be an uphill battle for the Patriots. And I say this because, one, that defense, you know,
Yeah.
and it's an overwhelming defense, and May's going to be has to be on his A game, definitely. But I'm sure Vrabel's going to have a few tricks up his sleeve too.
Well, okay. I'm waiting for my turn.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's gonna be one on defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you win championships.
Oh yeah, defense wins
If
championship.
the Patriots are able to get to Darnold, they're gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
They may knock him out of the game. If the Seahawks do whatever that team that he had lost a couple of possessions, Texans, if because they really shouldn't have been able to go back, but Stroud played so poorly,
Yeah, exactly.
it just negated what should have cost them the game. So it's going to come down to defense. If that Seattle defense can terrorize May and keep him out of rhythm, they'll win. But it's going to be decided by the defenses,
Yeah,
and
I
it's just going to be who can take more punches to the face than the other person. It's going to be
yeah.
that because Rabel, it's going to be that. I almost slightly give an edge to Vrabel because he
Mm-hmm.
has what I call the intangibles.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
been there. He's
Yeah.
been with that franchise, and he has the rings.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that is a tremendous motivator
Oh yeah. Yeah.
for people to sell out and do whatever they got to do to win that game.
See,
Yeah.
I think if the Seahawks don't listen to the hype, they
No,
got they got a good shot. If they stay focused.
I'm telling you, you're absolutely right. Nothing means nothing. It's gonna be who can punch more than the other
Yeah.
and sustain it
Yeah.
and take advantage of everything. I'm telling you, it's gonna be one on defense. It's always one on defense, but especially in this situation,
Yeah.
because Vrabel knows how to get those guys. Who? Come on, Joe. Who picked in the beginning of the year that the New England Patriots would be back in the Super Bowl? Even the Seattle Seahawks. Nobody.
Nope. Nope.
Nobody, Joe.
Not at all.
Right? But those coaches, and I don't give this. I said that Seahawks coach. I see what I got Carroll out of there. I I see what I got him out of there. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he got them. He got listen. Seattle, I think, is in a better chance if they can keep people together.
Mm.
They could roll. They could keep rolling. They making roll for a couple more seasons because they young.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, but it's gonna come down to defense and who wants it more, as it always does.
Yeah. Well, it's we had talked about this also. See, now already the Raiders are chomping at the bit to get their hands on the Seahawks OC. So it comes down to now the most successful teams. Now these teams are waiting on the outside to poach their coaches.
Well, my theory is this: if I have the ability to really honestly make a run, I'm gonna do. I guess that's the Jerry Jones coming out of me. I'm gonna
Hmm.
slide you a check to make you stay.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna
it's
make you like with Schwartz. If I was Cleveland, I'm not trying to let him go.
hmm.
I'm not. Why? To begin all over? No. If
Well,
we can get this offense where it needs to be, we have the defense. Why go start from zero all over again? I'm gonna
yeah.
slide you a check, Schwartz. I need you, and I need to go for a run right now.
Hmm. The problem is, like we said though, is that it's hard to pass up a head coaching job, especially when there's so few of them.
Well, I hear that. I can understand that, but that can fade real quick. Ask Raheem Morris.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
can.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Pete Carroll was only there one season. It was terrible, and they said, "Thank you very much. See you next week.
yeah,
Checks in the mail."
yeah. But it's just the fact that they get that opportunity.
No, listen. I get it. I understand it, but again, and we've seen it, Joe. We've seen people come off Belichick's tree, right? That
Yeah.
haven't been able to do it at that level,
Nope. All crashed and burned.
right? And so, you see how with such vitriol you said that. You see the vitriol you said that. Now, I bet you, I bet you, if they had three more Super Bowl rings as OCs or DCs or whatever, everybody. I'd rather sit in that seat and have people clamoring for me in the right situation. If I got
Hmm.
a situation to win two or three or one more ring, because it just makes you more valuable. Then to go somewhere, maybe have success. You don't know if they're going to give you more than a year or two or
Hmm.
three.
Hmm.
There's a lot of variables. You know, you don't know, like that situation in Buffalo. Sean McDermott is a great coach. It's clear what the problem is. His GM and the owner, but
Yeah.
I won't get into that this week.
Well, speaking of that, we know that Clint Kubiak is going to the Raiders. As soon as all is said and done.
Yeah, well, nothing like to show up in a new place with a ring.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how that works out. Now, uh, so Shador, he was bringing it. He he just brought everybody with him.
Say it again. I've been waiting for this all season. Oh, say it again. It's just a beautiful thing.
Hmm.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Let me be quiet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
Nah, nah. Go ahead. What's cooking with Shador now?
Well, listen, Shador got the nod. He in the Pro Bowl was a little
Hmm.
confusing to me. How I understood that I thought he was backing up. I didn't know he was going to start.
Well, he's basically in the Pro Bowl by attrition.
Well, anyway, you get there.
Yeah, because a lot of them declined, and so there's that. But hey, he's there.
He there.
You
And
know,
only on off half a season. If
right?
that, 6 games, right? So there's a lot of dudes that they could have called that had losing. There was think about this: who were starters? He more likely got drafted higher than he did. Why he ain't called? I ain't got. I'm not saying to be mean. Why they ain't call Dylan?
Well,
And or the many others that they could have called.
yeah.
Why? Because the boy put on a show. The
And
boy put on a show.
Monken is eager to work with him.
Well, I wasn't a big Monk the coach's fan because I didn't like the calls he made with the Ravens. I didn't understand a lot of things that
Mm.
he did, but as I've been getting a little bit more information, I'm 50-50 right now. Let's
Well,
see, let's see. I just like his energy though, and
mm,
that hey, you see how we tried to make it happen, you didn't come, but look how things worked out. Now we're here together. So the power shift has definitely changed in Cleveland, and there's a whole lot of house cleaning going on.
yeah. Well, Monken is supposedly bringing a lot of those Ravens coaches with him,
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
there's a speculation that he might bring Henry with him.
That would be incredible,
And yeah, yeah. Imagine him that bruising back in Cleveland.
man. That because yeah, he's on a 1 year. He's been on these 1 year deals.
Yeah, that would bring you back to those days of Kevin Mack and Ernest Biner.
Ooh, man, that's a lot of hurt. That's a lot of hurt.
Yeah, they were some punishers.
That's a lot of hurt.
You
So
know.
yeah, man. Well, if anyone could pull it off, he could. You know. This is just amazing. I'm gonna put this stat out here, Joe, because it's gonna come out eventually. But
Mm.
I'm gonna put it out because all that you see that's happening with Shador, he's getting 5 to 6. He's getting 3 to 5% of all this media, all this attention, all this from his sponsors and from the league. When
Mm.
they tally up his check, he could make. He, Joe, Joe, he may have made 100 million this year.
Hmm. Mm.
Joe, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, it's great work if you can get it.
Great work, Joe. Great work.
you know.
This
So.
kid, I'm telling you, this is why, man. Let me tell you, folks is tight, Joe. Folks is tight because he just came back from Europe. He was over there meeting with Chelsea, some big Chelsea soccer team over there. They they invited him into the equity suite up in the
Yeah.
VIP. So Haslam, no, he got to look at some of them $6 billion he owned. He said, "Listen, this kid done made me at least half a billy this year. My franchise is getting more attention than ever. I may have to just cut him a check. Listen, let me just sign you right now. It'd be cheaper
Mm.
than signing you later. Let me just get you a long-term deal right now. What you need? 40, 50, 60, a million a year? What you need? What you need? Because he's
Yeah.
making so much money off of them.
Definitely, definitely. But it's going to be interesting to see how this coach works with him and what he brings to the table and what they're gonna put around Shador.
That's the secret sauce. And I'm gonna say this, and I just want you to hold me to it.
Mm.
I don't have anything personal against Stefanski,
Mm.
but you talk about a bad situation. He's in a bad situation.
Mm. In Atlanta.
He all the way, this actually could be the end of his career. That's the worst place he could have ever gone. It
Mm.
is literally the ground where his father-in-law, Tim McCarver, and I'm in here, Tim
Mm.
McCarver and Dion got into it because Tim had whatever issues. Tim has never been loved in the MLB. He played, then he was on the mic, but he was never loved. The dude died, and they barely recognized it.
Mm. Mm.
You going so you try to do because Stefanski's married to Tim Carver's daughter.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's a thick plot. And the young man from the coach's son from Atlanta Falcons who tried to spoof Shador on being drafted
Mm.
is in Atlanta. Bruh. if I'm a player in Atlanta right now, I got two things in my mind. If I'm staying here, I'm getting max money, period, or I'm out.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
you talk about no love. Stefanski ain't getting no love in Atlanta. I'm like, why would you go to Atlanta where
Yeah.
Dion was, and everybody see how you did his son? Oh, they have no love for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I never thought about it that way, but wow.
Think,
Yeah.
think about that. Think about that. Dion put Atlanta on the map.
Hmm.
He put Atlanta on the map. So now you got this coach who dogging out his son. You gonna come to Atlanta and do what, bruh? I don't even know if he could win a super, even if he won a Super Bowl in Atlanta. There ain't no love there.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you. I'm telling you right now. Watch what happens. It could be the end of his career, at least
Okay.
as a head coach. Because I don't. I'm sitting here thinking about Mr. Blank, who's a very smart owner, and I'm like, why would you do that? And then Matty Ice, this may be the end of his GM days, because I don't know what he could be thinking. But again, it could all be payback. Yeah, come
Well,
on down here, Stefanski. We got something for you. Come on, we got something for
well,
you.
we'll have to see how that all plays out.
The drama. I told you I was chewing at the bit today. Chewing. Come on.
Anyway, so I'm going to switch gears a bit and talk about the NHL
Come on now.
because they had the Stadium Series in Tampa.
Ah.
They played the game at Raymond James Stadium where the Bucks play. It was
Oh,
between
really?
yeah, it was between the Bruins and the Lightning, but
Mm-hmm.
but they were playing in like 40-degree weather.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
They had snow flurries down there and everything. You
Mm,
know, so it was in contrast to the Winter Classic when the Rangers and the Panthers played. On the 7th in Miami.
mm-hmm.
So when it was 63.
Mm-hmm.
So but it was a good series, and Tampa won the series, and a big goalie fight, but that was the excitement of the game. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, old time hockey. That's what I call it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So now we talked about Bobby Orr
Mm-hmm.
a couple of shows ago, and I was telling you about how he scored the winning goal
Yep.
against Glenn Hall of the Blues.
Yep.
Well, Glenn Hall, he just passed away.
No.
Yeah, yeah, he holds the record for most consecutive starts by a goalie, 502.
Man, that man was doing work.
You know it. So he won 3 cups, one with Chicago, one with Detroit, and he was a goalie coach with Calgary. So so he died at the age of 94.
Oh, wow. He lived a long time.
Yeah, yeah. So R.I.P. Glenn Hall.
Glenn Hall, one of the greats. One of the
You know,
greats.
yeah. Now, Patrick Kane, he became the highest scoring U.S. born player in NHL history. Now
Wow.
yeah, man, he passed Mike Modano and got his 1,375th point.
That boy is skating.
So and these are the old timers, man, because Modano was 40 when he set the record. And
I've never been able to ever figure out how hockey players, as violent as that sport is, how some guys have been able to play like back in like that's not like strange for them to have
yeah,
older guys playing at a very high level in their 40s.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know I don't know how they do it. I'm like, how?
Gordie
What's
Howe
his name
played in his
fighting?
he was in his 50s when he was playing.
You see, that's my point. I'm sitting here going, this guy over here got grandkids on the ice giving them work too. Giving
Yeah.
them work. Oh my goodness.
So I just have to give a shout out to Mike to Patrick Kane for breaking Modano's record. And he's
Hmm.
he's 37.
It's crazy. Could be his
So
grandson. Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, but that's all the time we got for tonight.
Well, I just want to give a quick shout out to our family and friends and fans in Canada and Germany. We love you. We love you. We love you. We appreciate you. And keep watching, keep sharing. And as we always say on Smarter Fan, Joe,
Stay in the game.
stay in the game, folks. Thanks again. Stay tuned in. Enjoy your Super Bowl parties and all that good fun and food. And
Oh
we'll see
yeah.
you next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be well.
All right. Take care.
Hey, Smarter Fan family, we've got a new sponsor to the show called Publisher in the Box. Simply, they're able to take a new author, an existing author, and create residual income from not only creating your book, but providing a conversational podcast, providing a e-learning course from your book. And with all those marketing tools, that's going to bring you more speaking engagements. So our new sponsor is Publisher in the Box. Get that book done. 2026 is really, really around the corner. It's time to get that book done. And I've seen the product. They produce some of my books. It is amazing. So I'm not just telling you as, the platform of SmarterFan, but I'm telling you as a customer, a publisher in the box myself. And I've got 5 books on Amazon. So call now. 914-330-2738. That's 914-330-2738.
Smarter Fan.